All right, we will go ahead and get started. If we have any other stragglers, I'm sure they will trickle on. But good afternoon, everyone, and happy Thursday. Thanks so much for tuning in to our OMG meets POD webinar today. Whether you're an existing OMG customer or maybe you're brand new to online stores and Order My Gear, welcome. We're excited to have you, and we're even more excited to dive a little deeper into print on demand and how it can be your secret weapon to growing your sales and just generally improving your fulfillment process as we move into the rest of this year. A few quick housekeeping items before we get started. So, one, this webinar is being recorded. We'll send out a follow-up email after today's session to everyone who registered, whether or not you could make it. And that will include a copy of the recording as well as some additional information and resources for you. Two, there will also be a live Q&A session at the end of today's webinar. So please feel free to drop any questions or comments that you have throughout the call today in that chat feature, and we'll try our best to make it to everyone's questions today. But if we do run out of time, we'll make sure to follow up with you after today's call. All right, so before we get into Order My Gear and a little bit more about Stahls Fulfill Engine, I wanted to first introduce who you have joining you on today's call. So I'm Lauren Zimmerman. I lead our product marketing team here at Order My Gear.
Hi, hello everyone. My name is Adrienne Fullenkamp, and I lead the customer success team on the Stahls Fulfill Engine side.
Awesome. So you're in good hands. Sweet. So if you are new here, OMG is a tech provider for distributors, decorators, team dealers, and suppliers. And we offer a whole suite of tools from product search, company websites, online stores for your customers, and a lot more. What does all that mean for you? So this means you can discover new products to pitch to your customers. You can market your business online so people know who you are and what you do. And you can also sell products through your websites and through online stores, all with a single tech partner, making it nice and easy. For today's focus, we're going to hone in more on online stores and our new print-on-demand integration with Fulfill Engine. But before we do that, I will hand it back over to Adrienne to get us up to speed on Stahls Fulfill Engine.
Yeah, of course. So who is Stahls Fulfill Engine? And really, it's interesting to start with our origin story being production software. So we really started when we saw this need ourselves for this more efficient solution and process of how we handle on-demand orders. And that's really expanded into full on-demand solution. And it offers orders to be passed to a select group of trusted decorators who are then using our automated production software. And all of our decorators who are using this software enjoy a completely automated process. And that includes automatic blank sourcing, print ready art, automatic label generation. And we're thrilled to be here today. We're thrilled to partner with Order My Gear and really expand what your offerings are to include the on-demand section as well.
Awesome. Thank you for that. As mentioned, we did recently team up with Stahls Fulfill Engine to introduce print-on-demand stores, which we're super excited about. And it's also available for public beta at the moment, so you can try it out. So this all means that you can now connect your OMG online stores with Stahls Fulfill Engine. So you can offer print-on-demand items directly on your stores, which, as Adrienne mentioned, are sourced, decorated, and shipped directly by Stahls Fulfill Engine. This integration completely automates the decoration and fulfillment process. So it's taking all of that off your plate so you can focus, of course, on growing your sales and at the same time offering that very Amazon-like speed and experience that we've all come to expect when we're placing orders online. Also to mention, there's a variety of products available through the integration, including a mixture of both apparel and hard goods. All of them are very quick turn with decoration happening in less than 5 days. And there are also no minimums, which is great. We'll get into that here in just a moment. And last but not least, all of this is accomplished through Fulfill Engine's very broad network of decorators. And their sole expertise and focus is on helping you get very high quality, branded products into the hands of your customers fast. So each order goes through a very strict quality control process just to make sure that that final product that is in the hands of the consumer looks great, which in turn makes you look really good.
Yeah, so I'll speak a little bit to the offerings of products within the OrderMyGear and Stahls Fulfill Engine partnership. So we have a pretty expansive catalog. It extends to all of the major suppliers. As Lauren mentioned, it's on apparel as well as hard goods, and also a pretty broad range of decoration methods as well that we are adding to constantly. So the biggest value here is being this ability to do everything on demand, really with a quantity of one. So if these suppliers offer this product, we're able to source it. And this gives you the ability to expand what your offering is to allow on-demand one piece for embroidery, direct to garment, direct to film, as well as hard good decorations for laser engraving and UV direct to film as well.
Nice, very comprehensive. Good deal. Well, there are a variety of use cases and just different scenarios where print on demand stores make a ton of sense. We've had quite a few clients that have tried this out over the past few months or so. And these are just a handful of the use cases that we have seen come to light and that have been particularly helpful for their business. So first up is year-round stores. So we know it can be very tricky to figure out how to fulfill orders on stores that are open 24/7, 365 days a year without holding inventory, which we know takes up a lot of space and can be very costly. However, with the Fulfill Engine integration, that's going to take this off the table for you because orders are sourced, decorated, and shipped as they come in by Fulfill Engine without ever having to rethink or completely overhaul your current process for fulfillment. Second use case is no minimum. So one of the more common challenges that we hear today with online stores is how to make sure a customer is going to meet the minimums for each product and what should I do as a business if they don't hit those minimums. Because as we know, fulfilling single unit or even low quantity orders can be such a hassle and also pretty costly. So for example, imagine you're running a online store for a wrestling team and a mom wants a wrestling mom branded t-shirt. So very specific. You're likely not going to meet that minimum for the wrestling mom t-shirt on the store. And you don't have to anymore because with Fulfill Engine, you can increase the different types of products and the different types of designs that you offer on your store without ever having to worry about whether or not you're going to hit that minimum. So another big one we see are missed deadlines. Another common scenario that just makes sense for print on demand in general. So if you're running pop-up stores on OMG, you've probably run into the scenario when someone contacts you after the store is closed and wants to replace or place an order, no matter how many times that you've reminded them that the deadline is coming up and to get orders in. So this solves for that as well, because again, it's single unit and low quantity. And then the last couple here, of course, busy season. So during those more peak seasons for you, maybe in the past you've had to turn down business because you just cannot take up any more capacity or time. This is going to give you a way to easily say yes to that business and to those new orders that you may have had to say no to in the past. So you can continue to grow your sales, automate the process, and not even think about it. And then lastly, offering new decoration types. So even if you are decorating in-house today, this is just a super easy way to offer different decoration methods that you might not support in-house today, and just kind of gives you that general flexibility to be able to offer more decoration types and different products that you don't or just can't offer to customers today. All right, so we'll get to the good part here. So without further ado, I'm going to shift screens really quick and give you a closer look at what it looks like within OMG. So give me just a moment. All right, we are pulling up our storefront here. So hopefully you can see my screen. So we are now within the OMG pop-up store solution. So to save us some time today, I actually already created my store with some basic branding and I've already adjusted my settings. So all I have to do now is add products to my storefront. And specifically, we're going to be adding our print on demand fulfill engine products to this store. So once I'm in my store, I'm going to go ahead and navigate to the products tab here. And then I'm going to click import product by clicking this button here. And then this is going to show you the Fulfill Engine product builder directly within the OMG app. So important thing to note here is that you don't have to work in two separate applications. It's all right here within the OMG app to make it nice and easy. So after you select the Fulfill Engine product builder, you'll be prompted to select the decoration type that you want to offer for this particular product. So the nice thing about this is that once I do choose the decoration type that I want to use, it's also going to pull up only the eligible Fulfill Engine products that I can use with that specific decoration type. So it kind of chooses it for you and gives you that guideline. So for this particular example, I'm going to go ahead and select direct to garment. And then the Fulfill Engine catalog pops up. So I can navigate this page in a few different ways. One, I'm able to easily search for products up here in the top right. They also have some filters along the left-hand side here just for easy navigation and to quickly narrow down what I am specifically looking for. Or of course, I can just scroll through the product catalog and browse what they have and get some ideas for what I want to offer. The other important thing I want to call out here is the pricing. So you'll notice that there's pricing listed beneath each of these products. And this is going to be the blank garment and the cost of the decoration method that you've selected. So if you were to add more artwork locations and things like that, that price is going to dynamically change. So that makes it nice because there's no surprises at the end on how much this product is going to cost you. You can appropriately mark it all up at the end. So I am a Bella and Canvas gal, so I'm going to select my Bella and Canvas tee here. And then we are going to add our artwork. So there's two different ways that you can add artwork to a product. One, you could upload a completely new design by clicking the Build a New Design logo here. Or two, you can use a pre-existing design that you have already made on a previous Fulfill Engine store. So for timing's sake, I'm going to go with that option. And the great thing to call out here is that this is going to take into consideration the actual placement and size of the logo too. So that's just overall going to help with the store building process and speeding that up. So you will get immediate feedback here on the quality of the logo that you've uploaded or that is already within the builder. So you'll see right here under the logo, it's telling me that this is of great image quality. If it were average or even below average, it would also prompt me letting me know that I'm going to need to improve the quality of my artwork before I can move forward. So at the end of the day, you can feel very confident that this is going to look great when it's finally in your customer's hands. So once I've added my artwork, I'm going to select the colors that I want to make this product available for on the storefront. So I'm going to select just a few here. And then I will save. And then it's going to prompt me to give my masterpiece a name so I can use this design for any future use. So all right, so now the OMG and Fulfill Engine apps will start communicating with each other. And then we will get a success message here at the top in just a moment that the product has been imported and is good to go. So again, you're not having to go into a separate application to build out the product and then pull it over to OMG. It is all happening within the store building experience to make it nice and easy. So now that I have imported my product, I'm going to scroll down to my product list here. I'm going to select my product, which has been added to the bottom. And then it's going to pull over all the information that you would expect. So it's bringing over that sizing chart, it's bringing over the product description, and then perhaps maybe the most important for you, it's bringing over that cost of goods sold here, so the one that we looked at when we were originally building out the product. So that will populate right here in the cost of goods sold field. So all you'll need to do is determine what you want to add as far as the markup goes. So let's say I want to list this product at $20 on my storefront. I'm going to put that in to the base price field here. So for the sake of it, we want this for $20. And then last thing, I'm just going to go ahead and assign this product to a category so I know exactly where I can locate it on my storefront. Cool. We're going to save our changes. And now I want to view my store. Let's share this tab now. All right. So one of the really great parts about this is that anyone visiting the storefront will not know that this is being fulfilled by anyone but you. So no one on here, excuse me, nowhere on the store or within the shipping process do we ever mention that it is OMG or Fulfill Engine. It is all completely white labeled. So they're making you look really great and turning orders around really quickly, and your customers are none the wiser. So it's offering, again, that very Amazon-like, very retail-like experience. So there's our product that we just built and added. The only difference I will call out here is that any Fulfill Engine products on your storefront will automatically be marked with a quick to ship flag on the store. And that's just going to let customers know that once they get this product, they will receive it nice and fast. And again, that Amazon-like speed, so they can have their product in hand and be repping it in no time. So that is the storefront. I will go ahead and stop sharing here and flip back to our slides so we can get into how you can get started with Fulfill Engine, and then we'll also go through some of the questions that have come through. So give me just one moment. All right, we are back in business here. All right, very good. Okay, so there it is. If you do want to get ramped up in using Fulfill Engine as soon as possible, one, make sure that you are an existing OMG customer. That's the only way that you can access this particular integration. If you are not a customer yet, totally fine. We're going to send out a follow-up email after today's call with a link where you can set up some time with a member of our team. And we'll be happy to answer any additional questions that you have about OMG online stores or Fulfill Engine, and we'll get you up and running as soon as possible. And then two, if you are an existing OMG customer, you will also receive a follow-up after today's session in your inbox, just with some simple onboarding instructions and a form that will have you complete if you are interested in participating in beta. And then from there, a member of the Fulfill Engine team will be in touch with you pretty quickly to, again, get you up and running as soon as possible. All right, so short and sweet, that does lead us to our Q&A portion of the call. Lucy, I'm going to kick it back over to you just to see if any questions have come through just yet.
Yes, we've got some questions. Feel free to keep them coming. If we don't get to all of them today, we will follow up with you in an email, one-on-one email later this afternoon or first thing tomorrow morning, and make sure that you get your questions answered. And then I also do want to point out, because it's been asked a few times, if this webinar is going to be sent out, and yes, we will absolutely send out this webinar after we finish recording today. So yeah, you'll also get that email either this afternoon or first thing tomorrow morning. Okay, so for pricing, we've got some pricing questions. So what is the pricing for Fulfill Engine?
Yes, of course. So as Lauren showed, as she was walking through the demo experience, we are projecting a per unit cost for you. So that is the cost of the decoration, it's the cost of the blank, it's the cost of any setup. You'll also notice that when Lauren was presenting, she showed this left chest of a design. We work off flat rate concept for decoration. So if that were to be a flat rate, or if that was to be a left chest or a full front, it would have the same flat rate cost and the same unit cost. So we will send the pricing sheet so you can kind of see what that decoration cost is after this presentation with all the other things that you'll be receiving. In terms of the cost of the software, there is a software fee that's per unit, and it's currently set up as 50 cents per item that runs through the on-demand software.
Okay, another question we have is, can I use my own supplier accounts?
Yeah, that's a really great question. So from our end, at this time, everything is sourced from our network decorators. And we kind of think about it more from the concept of this automation. We're leaning into this fact that we can produce things very quickly. Our decorators are receiving things at high volume and being able to produce very efficiently. And that really starts with the sourcing of blanks. So they're using their supplier accounts or our supplier accounts, and they're sourcing them automatically. So when orders come in, they're actually being batched and sourced on your behalf. So at this point in time, it's not an option to use your own supplier account. But again, we think about it more from the value perspective of we are creating more efficiency here. There's not multiple invoices for decoration and supplier goods. We are handling everything for you, and all your focus will be is to bring in more business, create more stores, have more products. And when orders come in, you are truly hands off, and we will handle absolutely everything from the production side of things.
Okay. Is there a limit on how many Fulfill Engine products you can have on a store?
I can take that one, Adrienne. The answer is no. There are unlimited products, unlimited stores you can create, and obviously unlimited support within the OMG pop-up solution. So again, no limits on the number of Fulfill Engine products that you can add to a pop-up store.
Okay. What is the average decoration and shipping turnaround time for Fulfill Engine orders?
Yeah, so I think Lauren might have mentioned this very quickly. Our average turn time is 5 business days. So this then goes back to how our automated process and solution works, is an average of 5 business days. And on top of that, really kind of a little icing on the cake is we boast kind of a 0.5% error rate within production. So it's fast and it's really efficient in terms of quality as well.
Okay. Does my Fulfill Engine store have to be all Fulfill Engine products?
Take that one. It does not. You can certainly do a store with nothing but Fulfill Engine products if you desire, but you can also do a combination of the two. So non-Fulfill Engine products and Fulfill Engine products, just to see maybe how the Fulfill Engine products perform in comparison to the other ones. But again, totally up to you how you want to mix the different products on your store.
Okay. Which OrderMyGear solution is Fulfill Engine available for?
Yep. So at the moment, it is only available on our pop-up store solution, which we also offer redemption stores within our pop-up store tool. But we are working to make this available on our company store solution as well as soon as we can this year. So it is in the works, and we will definitely share updates from the team when we have a better idea on timing.
Okay. How many Fulfill Engine decorators are located around the U.S., and how do you determine which order is routed to which location?
Yeah, so I'll take that one. We have a handful of decorators. They are vetted, trusted decorators, and they're all across the U.S. So how orders are actually routed, how we determine that is a couple of different factors. First is location, ship to location. So we have locations and presence in Colorado, Arizona, but we're also in Kentucky, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Texas, kind of all over the place. So we look first to where is the order shipping to so that we have the most cost-effective shipping rate as well as transit time. And then the second thing we look to is capacity. So that's one of the big value adds of what this network of decorators can offer is at any point in time, if there is a capacity concern, whether it be, a facility is closed for weather reasons, as we've kind of seen with strange weather that's been going on, that we have the power and ability to reroute orders if at a certain point in time it becomes more valuable to the end customer to have an extra day in transit if it's going to save them 2 days in production. So we have that control on a high level. And speaking to pricing and quality, it's the same across all of our network decorators. They're all using the same automated process. They're all held to the same quality and turn time standards. And we have this flat rate concept of pricing. So to your respect, it doesn't matter where the order is going because you're going to get the same high level of quality. And you can trust that we're routing it to where is it's going to be best, ultimately for you and for the end customer.
Okay, and we have some questions about shipping costs. Do we want to go ahead and give that one an answer?
Adrian, if you want to take that one, and if not, if we're running out of time, we can always follow up.
Yeah.
So from our end, I think there's a couple different variables on shipping. So what Fulfill Engine does is we're generating a live shipping cost based off weight, destination, method. And that's what will be invoiced from the from the OrderMyGear side. Lauren, you might have to speak to how shipping is set up as to what they will charge their end customer.
Yep. So we are going to follow up with all of the details in a separate FAQ document. So that entails everything from pricing and shipping. So we'll have that outlined for you in the follow-up email. So stay tuned for more details.
Okay, excellent. All right, so let's go ahead and wrap up there. If you guys think of any questions after this webinar, you can email us at webinars@ordermygear.com. And then we'll also be following up with you guys with an email, and that email is going to have more information on how you can sign up. And then, like Lauren said, we'll also have FAQs there. So this follow-up email will also have the recording. So we'll send you the recording, landing page with a lot more information on Fulfill Engine and FAQs. So thank you guys so much for joining us. This has been a great session, and we will talk soon.